Alright people, today we'll be discussing on writing, reading and discussion menu found in discussion settings rather found in the settings of WordPress. Last time we spoke about this dashboard and also the general settings. So today we'll discuss writing, reading and discussion. Let's start with writing. What do we find there? We find the first is default post category. What this simply means is uh, when you create a post, you have categories. You can have a blog that deals on news, and we have local news, international news, we have sports, so they have different categories. Now once you create a site, WordPress assigns a category as a default category. On its own, WordPress creates a category called uncategorized, and it doesn't look good. Once you post a blog post and somebody comes there and sees uncategorized, it's like this guy didn't or this girl didn't really think this through. So it's best to just create a category, like let's say general, and then when you come here you fix it, you select it as your category, default category. Once you create a post and you forget to assign a category to it, you just go to general. Later you can fix things. And we also have default post format. We have standard, we have aside, we have chart, we have gallery, we have image, we have status, and the rest of them. Often 99% of the time you just want to use standard. Yeah, we'll speak more on this when we get to posts and categories. Then post via email. It is possible for you to post to your website through an email. What that simply means is every email you send to that website will automatically be posted on WordPress as a post. So it is encouraged that you make sure that the mail which you want to use for this is not known by anybody, it's just known by you. Because if somebody knows the mail and wants to send you a private message, it goes directly to WordPress, so it makes no sense. Most people don't make use of it. I've never made use of it, but how you make use of it is you put in the username of the mail rather of your site, then the password of your site, and that's all. And then the category you want any mail sent to fall into, just like the category here. So you select the category and then you save. That's basically what this is all about. You create a mail, of course. You can leave this the way it is. Create a mail. Let's say 23457 whatever at learnwordpresswithvon.com. A personalized, customized mail. Yeah, and then you put in a password of the mail that you created. Of course, it's not going to be different, and then that would work. It's as simple as that. Then click on save changes. Now once we go to reading menu, it's also quite simple. So what does your front page display? At present it displays your current post. If you go to the front page, which is this, it displays your your blog posts, uh your latest posts. So look at my post, hello world. That's the only post. Had it been I had more posts, it will line up here. So that is what your front page would display. Now had it been we had created a different page, then we'll click a static page, just a page, and then we'll select it from our list of pages. That okay, when somebody visits my website, this is the page I want them to, this is the first page they would see, is the home page, is the sample page. We have a sample page, it contains nothing really, but if we save now and then visit our home page, as you refresh, it will display that sample page. This is the sample page and this is the content of the sample page. It's no longer a blog, it's just a page. So often WordPress default, it comes with your latest post and it tells you how many posts do you want to display. I want to display 10 posts or 5 posts or 7 posts on the home page. You can do that here. And the feeds too, the same thing. The feeds is how do I explain this? Feeds are People who subscribe to your blog can subscribe or can check out your feeds by going to your site slash feed. Most times that's how they get it. So any site slash feeds would generate the latest posts that you've posted on your site. So how many do you want them to see? So that is what we set here is 10. Now for each article in the feed, show what do you want to show? You want to show the whole article or you want to show just a summary? I personally prefer summary. They can click on it and get what they want. Then discourage search engines from indexing this site. This is exactly what we've discussed, I think twice now. So you can come here, and once you are done with the site, you click on this so that search engines will be able to get your site, will be able to crawl your site, pull your site, and get it into search engines. So it's good for SEO, search engine optimization. But for now, I'll still leave it the way it is. I'm not really online, so it doesn't really matter. But if I untick this and click on save changes, there is an option in writing that will become active. This is this update services. Previously, when this was ticked, and let's save that, and we go to writing, you discover that this update services, there was nothing here. It's telling you that WordPress is not notifying any update services because of your site's visibility settings. So the site is not visible to Google. So there is no service to update your blog post to. What that simply means is that once I create a blog post, if it was activated, if this was deactivated and saved, and I create a blog post, this service mentioned here, this service would alert blogs connected to my site that okay, this guy or this girl have posted a new blog post, so go and check it out. But if I deactivate this, then it will not be possible for that to happen. Yep, so that is exactly what that means. Now in discussion, you can say okay, discussion settings, default article settings says attempt to notify any blogs linked to from the article. So any blog that is linked to my website, once I post the blog, they get once I post a blog post, they get notified. Allow link notifications from other blogs. This is basically the same thing. I just keep them, the default setting is fine by me, so I just allow them the way they are. Other comment settings, if you want the author to fill out the name and email, the author of the comments, if you want people who come to your site to comment to fill out their name and their email, then you tick on this. If you do not tick on this, then anybody can just come in, comment, no name, and it's fine. But I think it's good to just add this. You just must be registered and logged in to comment. That means if you have registration on your site, when we went to general, there was that option to permit registration on your site, which is membership. Now, so if this is on, then you can say for anyone to comment on my site discussion, for anyone to comment on my site, that person must be registered and logged in to comment. Then automatically close comments on articles older than 14 days. That's self-explanatory. So after 2 weeks, which is 14 days, I don't want people to be able to comment on this blog post again. You can always change that, or whichever you like, it's fine. You can also break comments into pages. Yeah, some articles have so many comments, so you can break them. Okay, it's going to show 10 or 20. If you want to see more, if you click on next, it takes you to the next page. Still comments. Comments should be displayed with the older comments at the top of each page. So you can say okay, from new to old, or from latest to newest, latest to oldest rather. You can make the settings here, but I think it makes sense for personally for newest comments to be displayed first. That's my personal preference. Email me whenever anyone posts a comment. Of course, the mail you use to create WordPress, that is the mail we're talking about here. So anyone who posts a comment will be sent a notification whenever you get a comment. And also a comment is held for moderation. So if a comment is held for moderation, probably your WordPress thinks it's spam, then it will you get the mail that okay, I have a comment, you have a comment, but WordPress feels it's spam. Come and check it and see if it's spam or not. Yep. Now, before a comment appears on your site, you can say, okay, all comments on my site must be manually approved, meaning I have to go through it to check if it is spam. Spam is comments that people just leave on sites, most times by a robot. That makes no sense. It has no bearing on the blog post, so it's just links to their own site. So it doesn't benefit your site at all. It's actually a menace. So many people who are battling this, sometimes they say, okay, I'm tired of this, of seeing silly comments on my blog post that doesn't relate to my blog. I would want to manually approve every comment. If you have a blog that has lots of comments, then this may be very, very hard. That is why most times it is unticked. Now, comment author must have a previously approved comment. So if an author, somebody who commented previously, uh makes a new comment, you don't have to go through the rigors of approving it. He has commented before, so yeah, it can appear on the site without you haven't having to go through it. Now, comment moderation is something you can use. You can say, okay, if a comment has like I said before, spam is actually just links. People link posts. They cannot say, okay, oh, I like your blog post, here's something I wrote. It doesn't have anything at all to do with your blog post. It's robots doing that. So you can say, okay, if a comment has more than two links on it, then I want it to be it's spam. So do not it shouldn't appear on my site. That's what this is basically talking about. And you can say, you know what, if a comment contains any of these words, or mail or IP address or whatever, it shouldn't appear on my site. So you type in the words, probably uh offensive words, like the offensive words. You can list them out here, you know and then, of course, you are listing it is one in a line. So one, if I want to say 1 2 3, I don't want any comment that contains 1 2 or 3. I won't say 1 2 3. No, I would say 1 2 3. So any comment that has any of these words would not appear on my site for moderation. So mind you, this is for moderation. So you have to come here and check and then see, okay, all right, this one, it can pass, it can go, it's fine. But blacklist is once you put a word the same way here in comment moderation, but in blacklist, once somebody comments and it contains any of those words here, you won't have to moderate it. It will automatically take it to trash. It will trash the comment. So that's that. Avatars is sometimes you go to sites and in the comment section you see their pictures, pictures of those commenting. Yeah, that's what avatar is. Avatar display. Now um we have what is called Gravatar. Now, Gravatar is a site whereby you go and you register and you add a picture there. So once you put your picture on Gravatar, one of the things that you are supposed to select is, okay, this picture I put or I just uploaded, is it general? Is it possibly offensive? Is it R rated? Is it X rated? Most people is general. So once you select general, then here what you do is anybody who is posting on my site and it is not general, that is, when he created the Gravatar, he did not select general. Probably it was offensive, so he selected the higher um, rate. Then I don't want his picture to appear on my site. That's basically what it means. So you go to Gravatar, you select, okay, I want this picture. This picture I want to use as my profile anywhere I comment on the World Wide Web. And this picture is offensive, so I'm going to select X. So anybody who has a WordPress site and selects G, that avatar that the person chose will not appear on your site. Instead, it will use the default avatar. So that's basically what it means. But if I say no, any avatar is fine, it's accepted, then uh that person's avatar will still appear on your site. So I think it's best to just leave it in general. It's fine that way. And also we have a default avatar for individuals who do not have um, a custom avatar of their own, who have not gone to Gravatar and created a a an avatar. Yeah. So you can use mystery person, you can use a blank, you can use Gravatar logo. All of these, it's fine. It's You just test them out and see which one you like. Personally, I just go to mystery person and save, and that's fine. Doesn't make any much difference. It's just a personal preference. So that's basically what writing, reading, and discussion is all about. If you have any question, as usual, please do well to leave a comment below, and I will do my best to prefer an answer. I mean, it's a problem. I'll try to give you solutions to the problem. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.